guys, this is Heather from healthyveganrecipes.net. Today we're going to make a black bean salad with corn, which is a great way to have a nice filling but fresh and light meal for the summer. So what I'm starting with are some black beans, which I have cooked and rinsed and dumping them in a bowl. Pretty simple. You can also use canned beans. Okay, and then second ingredient of choice, corn. So this is a cob of corn that was boiled and is now cooked and ready to be cut off the cob and into the salad. So really simple, all you do is just cut along the cob and get those kernels off there. And you can be more thorough or less thorough depending on how much you want to get off. You can also use frozen corn if you wish. I'm using fresh because it's in season right now, and why not? Now if you want to skip ahead to the recipe, I will post that over at healthyveganrecipes.net. Alright, the other things I'm going to add in here are I'm going to chop up a red pepper and a tomato. This one's fresh from Phil's garden, so I'm pretty excited about it. I've also got some chives growing outside, so I'm going to use those, although green onions work just as well. So just chop those up, put them in the bowl. And last thing I'm going to add into the vegetable bowl is some fresh oregano, also from the garden. You can use dried if you prefer. If you use dried, put it in the dressing instead of the salad. Okay, then for the dressing, what I'm going to do is get the zest and juice of 1 lime. Got my zester in the sink. So all it is a little tool. It's got teeth in it, and it's going to take the very outside of the peel off. We call that the zest. You can also do this with a grater. Just be sure when you're doing this that you don't go any further than the white part underneath the green. The white is called pith and it's bitter, and you don't want to be putting that in. But the zest is actually sweet and very limey, so it will be delicious in this dressing. So get all the zest off that you can, and if you prefer you can do lemon on this, or even orange or grapefruit would be interesting. I tend to like to go with the lemon or lime because I'm going to be putting some spices in here. Then to juice the lime, you can either prick it with the zester or a fork. Sometimes it's easier with the fork because you can twist while you squeeze. Get all that juice out. And once you feel like you have properly drained your citrus, then we're going to add a bit of salt and some seasonings to this dressing. So, a little pinch of salt, and then I've got some ground coriander. And I'm just putting a sprinkle in here. But you can put as much or as little as you like of each of these spices. Got some cumin. And I am not a huge fan of spiciness, but I do like to get a little bit in there to kick it up a notch. So this is cayenne. It is extremely potent, so only put in a little bit if you're not used to it. And then again, if you're using dried oregano instead of the fresh, I would sprinkle a little bit of oregano in here and give it a little stir. So that's all you need to do with the dressing, and then you're just going to toss this in with the vegetables. So there's my dressing, and if you like, you can add a bit of olive oil to this dressing. I have been using less and less oil. When Phil and I went traveling through Europe, we didn't have oil most of the time because we didn't want to travel with oil, and the places that we stayed didn't always have any, and so I kind of got in the habit of not using oil for much, and when we got home, I tried to continue that for the most part. So you don't need it, but if you do like it, then go for it. You could add just a little bit into the dressing. Get this tossed around. You can see beautiful colors coming together here. So fresh, so tasty. Makes an excellent lunch or dinner. You can have it on its own, on the side, put it in a wrap, whatever you feel like. Very versatile, very easy, very fresh. So I hope you guys enjoy that black bean salad with corn. You can find the recipe over at healthyveganrecipes.net. And I would love to know what you guys think of it. Leave me a comment and let me know.